going on, everyone? My name's Mandy. We're just getting ready here. I'm putting my mic on. We're going to be checking out this property, which is right over here. So that's a duplex. We're in Maple Ridge right now. And pretty much we're looking to purchase this property and develop it out to something else. So we're going to be checking it out. We're going to take you guys along. I don't know how much of this we can actually film on the inside, but let's go check it out. So basically, I don't know what part of the world the viewers are watching this from, but in Vancouver, the real estate market has gone crazy, and everyone in the world knows, kind of knows about that. The Vancouver market is really hot right now. So we're going to take you through the process of buying a house, and we're going to show you what it's like to be actually on the ground and check out these homes. And as you can see, there's like so many cars parked here. All of these cars are of potential buyers and realtors. I was talking to the realtor earlier. He was like, 2-hour open house today and tomorrow, both of them completely booked up. They're like completely slammed. But yeah, let's go check it out. I don't know exactly how much of this we're going to be able to film, but let's go check it out. Hi, how's it going?
You can film outside, but not inside.
So sure, yeah. So we're looking at purchasing this property ourselves.
Right.
And so what we want to do is we want to take it, we want to tear it down, and then we want to put new duplexes on it.
Right.
But
That'll involve a rezoning application.
Okay, so it's not already rezoned
No,
for.
it's a single family. It's RS1 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and
So this is legal non-conforming right now?
yeah, basically
Okay.
it was grandfathered when it was built 60 years ago.
Okay.
But currently, single family, you would just a rezoning application would have to
Okay.
be done. To bring it down.
Sounds good.
Just like it's creating, subdividing anything.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
Go around the back and take a look at the backyard and
Okay,
airport as well.
sounds good. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I mean, it's a nice flat piece of property.
Got potential for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of going to the city and
Yeah.
having a look and see, but yeah, we can wheel in here.
If they allow this rezoning, but I don't see why they wouldn't. And oh, is this just a storage?
So this is the carport that they kind of.
Oh, okay, got it.
So they kind of.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. All right, so there's definitely going to be a lot of competition when it comes to the offer presentation. I guess let's go up to the front. Okay, Mark, thank you for the information, and then I guess we'll stay in contact with you. I'll let you know if we're going to be. When are you guys taking offers? On Tuesday.
December 1st.
Okay, the Wednesday. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
More questions? Yeah, give us a shout. We'll
Okay.
have to
For
ask
sure.
you what do we know?
Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's why it doesn't show up as a multifamily.
So then in that case, it's less value than I initially thought.
Yeah, but the thing is, whoever's gonna buy this, and he said the same thing as well, that whoever buys this is just gonna develop it or rezone it and then make a duplex. I don't know if city's gonna allow that or not.
Or they might tear down and just make a normal house too, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be smart though if you're paying that much for it.
9, yeah.
So basically what we're thinking of doing is if we purchase something like this, we would rezone it to a duplex, tear this down, and then build a new duplex and then sell that for whatever.
What is it zoned as right now?
It's zoned for a single family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought it was zoned already for a duplex.
So is that a more expensive process for you now?
Yeah, if you were to buy this, it's a longer process. If it was already zoned as a duplex, basically you could what you would do is give the tenants the notice to vacate, which would be about, I think, 4 months. And then you would get your plans made in the meantime for the new duplex. And then once you have those plans made, you would contact City Hall, you would apply for a demo permit and then a building permit. And once they approve that, then you would tear it down and then start building a new duplex.
Is it a guarantee that you're going to get that you would get that rezoning?
No, it's not a guarantee. So I think that brings the value down just a little bit. Because if it was already rezoned or if it was already zoned for a duplex, then that'd be a simple process.
Yeah.
So it'd be a risk for you to buy.
Yeah, so there's is a little bit of a risk, but I think it's pretty straightforward. It's not too big of a deal. Like I'm pretty sure that they should be able to rezone it to a duplex. He said cruise the neighborhood and see if other if there are other homes on this street that are like that. So I guess let's check it out. I don't see any other duplexes, so I don't know.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a duplex.
How do you decipher?
So basically, that has one door. A duplex,
Two front doors.
yeah, it has the two front doors, and it has a mirror image on both sides, like that right there.
This is a duplex. Right?
That is a duplex.
Yeah.
Yep. So pretty much, if
So that's encouraging then.
yeah, exactly. So if you see something like that, that means that city would support it. And in these older parts of these towns, like Chilliwack and Maple Ridge, there's so much development going on in these older areas. So the city wants this area to be developed, because what happens is a developer comes through this neighborhood, and what they do is they build sidewalks. Like, Zach, if you point down here, if you pan to that, there's no sidewalks here, right?
Yeah.
What the developer is going to do is they're going to come through here, they're going to develop the property, they're going to make it higher density, they're going to add new water meters, they're going to upgrade the current system that they have in place, and that's what city wants to see. So city is going to be definitely pro development. Majority of the people that are walking through the doors over here, they know that as well, and so I think that this is going to go way over asking price. So it's listed at $999, just under $1 million. I think that it's probably going to sell for like 1.2. Right? What do you think?
1.3.
What?
1.3.
1.3, yeah, 1.2, 1.3 around there. Yeah.
Yeah, 1.3, and then probably 200,000 in development costs. Yeah, 1.5, and then probably around there, right? You could probably sell each side for $1 million once built out.
Yeah, I think that once it's all built out in this area, I was looking at some current comps, and they were selling at like 1.235. So like total sales would be like 2.4. You buy the land for like 1.3, and then you would have to incur a little bit of development costs, a little bit of rezoning costs. There's gonna be a little bit of a holding cost as well, surveyor, lawyer, all that kind of stuff, and there should be a decent profit for whoever buys it. The only thing is whoever will want to buy this is gonna have to have a lot of capital, a lot of money on hand, and they're gonna basically have to have enough money to hold this property for a while. So the benefit is that there's already two tenants in there. They're good tenants. They've been living there for a long time as well, and they're paying decent rent. I don't know what did he say? $1,400 or something like that total?
Yeah, total. Yeah, 1,400.
Yeah, $1,400. I think it's a pretty good property, honestly.
Wet.
Yeah, man. Rain or shine, Vancouver Real Estate will go on. I think Vancouver real estate is like amongst like the most expensive in the entire world now. Like, so let me tell you a little story. We went to Mission. We went to Mission last week, and we made an offer on a property. And it was basically the same situation where it was a property, it had a single family home on it, and it was already rezoned. It was already zoned for a duplex. So all you had to do was go in there, tear it down, and build a new duplex on it. We made an offer. It was listed at $599. We made an offer for $858. The realtor calls us up and he's like, "Hey, Mandeep, we have a deal. We would like to work with you. We accept your deal. Just make these changes on the contract and send it back to us." And then within the time that we were going to make the changes and send it back to him, he ended up receiving another offer for $945. So it was listed at $599. And the property ended up selling for $950. So that's, what is that?
80% markup.
Yeah, like $350,000 more than what the asking price was. We really wanted that property, but yeah, we didn't get that one.
Is it all over the world like that right now?
It is all over the world like that. Yeah. So you can go really in depth into this like subject right here, but basically there's a land cycle, and it's 18 years. It started a long time ago, like back in the 1800s. So it's been going on for many, many, many years. So basically what's happening right now is we're seeing a massive amount of printing of money. Whoever gets that money, They want to place it somewhere. So this is going all the way back to the 1800s right here, 1795. And it is very consistent, as you can see.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the exact same.
Yeah. So it's an 18-year real estate cycle. So anyways, what's happening right now in the market is they're printing a lot of money. There's a lot of inflation. All the smart investors, they want to put their money in something. So that's either real estate, crypto, or the stock market, right? And they don't want it sitting in cash in their bank account. So literally everyone is taking that money and putting it somewhere. For the average person, they're not that savvy. They don't know that much about the stock market and maybe the crypto market. So what they do is they buy real estate and they put that real estate on rent. So you're seeing in the entire globe, the entire world is doing the same thing. So they're just taking their money and they're putting it in real estate. That's why we're seeing crazy, like ridiculous amounts of prices. That is the situation. Should we grab some Tim Hortons or something? Right, let's run the numbers. So it's a pretty good property, but it's only as good as if it makes sense to buy it, if the numbers make sense, right? So whenever we buy a property, we always start off with, so the land is listed at $1 million pretty much right now. We know that it's not going to sell for that much, right? So let's just say that it's 1.25, right? And then on top of that, you're going to have property transfer tax. Let's calculate that. On a property like this, you're gonna, so 2% on anything above 200 grand, and 1% on anything less than 200 grand. So that's about 23,000.
23,000.
23,000. Then you're gonna have some rezoning costs, right? Let's just say that's about 10 G's, right? So that inside of that would be your surveyor, maybe your lawyer. Maybe I'm undercutting that a little bit. It might be a little bit more, I'm not sure. So then we have the build. You have the tear down as well. Right, tear down on something like this, 30K. And then the build on this will be, it's gonna be like 1,300 square feet. Or sorry, not 1,300 square feet. It's gonna be 2,000 square feet each side, that's 4,000 square feet. Because we're builders, we know what it costs a square foot, or what our builds at least cost a square foot. So I'm gonna say 2,500 square feet each side.
2,500.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that this should be about 700 grand to build. And if we plan on selling it on the other side, there will also be a realtor cost as well. And I'm just gonna kind of guess about 45,000. So let's see where we're at here. 23 grand, 10,700 plus 30 plus 45. So you're looking at about 2,058,000 as your total cost. Right, that's where we're at right now. So the next thing I want to do is I want to look at what something like this would sell for in that area, and I've already done that. And those were selling at, we had half duplexes, and they were selling at 1.235. These were really nice. So let's say that on the other side we get about 1.2. I would say 1.2. So sales times 2 times 1.2. You're looking at 2.4 million. And our total cost on this project will be 2 million. You're looking at a nice little profit of about 300 and let's say about 50 grand on that one. So that would be your profit. It's a pretty good profit. And then let's go a little bit further. So if we're to buy that at 1.2 million or 1.2, purchase price is 1.25. That's what we said, right?
Yeah.
That's what we said. And then the down on this will be, so basically if you're buying a property and you're buying, it's just land, then it's 35% down. And if there's a house on it, then it's 25%. So on this property, there's a house on it, you'll probably do about 20 or 25% down. So 25% of 125,000 is 312 grand.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to tell the bank that you're gonna purchase this property and then you plan on tearing it down and
Developing 2 brand new.
into 2 duplexes.
Yeah.
And it's really important that you disclose that to the bank, because what can happen is, let's say you get a mortgage on that property and you tell them that you're gonna be holding that for long term, let's say 10 or 15 years or 20 years or whatever it is, and you turn around and start tearing that down, the bank's gonna look at you and say, hey, we gave you that loan based on that house being there. Now that the house is not there, we gotta restructure this mortgage.
Yeah.
We've never run into a situation like that, but it's possible that other people can.
Yeah, because loans are in good faith, right? So like you have to keep that, whatever your initial agreement is with the bank, right?
Yeah. So make sure you let the bank know exactly what you plan on doing. I've heard of situations where people buy land, they don't really tell the bank that, and then they plan on developing that property. And what happens is, at the time of demo or at the time that city would give you the okay, they say, hey, you gotta pay off this charge on the title, and that charge is a mortgage from a bank. So who's gonna come up with $1 million to pay off that mortgage? Nobody has that type of money. So yeah, really important to let the bank know exactly what you're doing. So if you purchase this at 1.250, and the down would be 312 if you plan on keeping it. But if you plan on developing this property, they're not going to look at 1.250. They're going to look at your total cost, and your total cost is $2 million. And they're going to want a down on something like that. So the down on 25, what is that? 500 grand, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So you're looking at 500 grand, possibly more. That's the down deposit
Yeah.
you got to have on a property like that. So those are some things to think about. I don't know if we're going to pull the trigger on this, because I feel like it's going to go way over asking price. We might. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think so. Not this one. No.
Yeah, I think it's going to go way over asking price.
Yeah.
I think the fair market value of a property like this is probably about, I want to go over 1.1. But there's a hefty profit to be made at 1.1. You're looking at about a 400 grand profit at, actually a little bit more than 400 grand, like 450 at 1.1.
450.
It's so crazy that real estate prices have gone up this high, right?
Yep.
Zach,
I
what
used
do you
to think
think?
of $1 million houses like
Yeah.
growing up as
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Eagle Mountain, like there's a nice part of Abbotsford, houses were 800 grand, and I used to think that was like unbelievably expensive.
Yeah.
But now you go to like the shittiest house in like all of Abbotsford, and it's probably 900 grand. It's 900,000.
Yeah.
But
But
it just-
listed at 9, it'll go up to like 1, 2,
Yeah.
1, 3.
It just goes back to how much money they're printing, and it's just coming into the hands of all these people, and the people don't know what to do with it, and they don't want their purchasing power to deteriorate.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're putting into any asset.
Yeah.
and they're just like, here, take my money.
Yeah.
It's just like, I've got it. I want to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for people, it's hard to sit on the sidelines and look at all these other people who have houses and have real estate, and they're like experiencing such amazing gains, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, I need to get into this as well. And yeah.
So it's like a mix of FOMO and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of FOMO,
It's
right?
a lot of panic buying, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just edit all the parts where I say shit. Right? But anyways, this is what it's like to buy real estate in Vancouver. There's a lot of competition right now. You got to know your numbers, know your market. And you also got to know what the exit strategy is. It could be buy and hold the property for 10 years, 15 years. That's great. So basically, if you want to do something like that, it doesn't matter if the market dips in the next 5 years or 6 years, because you plan on holding it for 10 years. But if your exit strategy is to buy a piece of property, develop it, and then sell it in like 24 months, you got to make sure that you're not overpaying and that the market is still going to be good on the other side when you're going to sell it. So if you're someone out there in Vancouver, Fraser Valley that's looking to buy some real estate and you need a good realtor, get in touch with me. I'm going to put my contact information in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.